तो बारी साहब गिरफ्तार करके कहाँ पे ले जाएंगे? इस्लामाबाद, कहाँ पे डयाला में रखेंगे या फिलहाल किसी कोर्ट में पेश करेंगे?
भाई पहले हो जाने दें, फिर आपको इंशाल्लाह इन्फॉर्म करते रहेंगे साथ साथ।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Well, that's the word coming in from the top officer, the DIG Operations Islamabad, and he's saying that once the summons are served, once an arrest is done, then we'll tell you more about the case per se. I want to cut across back to Pathikrit, who's with us on the broadcast. Pathikrit, we were talking about the change of events, the change of things that have happened for Imran Khan, and it's been quite drastic, a complete 360.
Yeah, what I understand is that, Imran Khan being a cricket player at one point of time, he thought the moment that he became the prime minister, like being the world champion, he thought that he's the numero. That's not the way Pakistan politics works. I think he forgot somewhere that his, elevation to the post of the prime minister was entirely because of the blessing of the army. He started taking on the army. He had a huge tiff with the deep state because of, Faiz Hamid being replaced with another person as a DG ISI, and that's where the tug of war started. He actually messed up on a lot of foreign policy issues as well. Over a period of time, I think army got completely frustrated with what he was doing, and eventually, I think there was also pressure from the United States, possibly. A combination of several factors together made it very clear that even though he was an outlier and he actually served the purpose of army for some time quite a bit, but then the army probably realized that they are better off with the established political parties, however corrupt they might be. So eventually there was a change of guard that was created. Imran Khan's habit of presuming that he is the one who can change everything in Pakistan, that he is the supreme leader, that nobody can actually defeat him, that he is invincible, actually cost him dearly. And this is where he has been reduced to. I think.
Good evening, you're watching Nation at 5 right here on CNN News 18. I'm Ridhima Bhatnagar, getting you all the top stories over the next 60 minutes. Our big political story. For the second day in a row, there was massive uproar in Parliament following Rahul Gandhi's comments in London. Now, the BJP continues to demand an apology from the Congress, alleging that Rahul Gandhi continues to defame India on foreign soil. The Congress has claimed that the apology demand is just a diversionary tactic to take attention away from the Adani controversy. Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi's aide Sam Pitroda has also come out in defense of the Congress MP, and he's gone on to say that only lies are being spread about what Rahul Gandhi said. Sam Pitroda has also gone on to claim that Rahul Gandhi never sought any intervention from any foreign country. The BJP, though, has hit back at Pitroda's claims and said the nation saw how Rahul was asking for action from the United States and even Europe into Indian affairs. The BJP has also called Rahul a serial offender by undermining national sovereignty time and again. As the ruckus escalated, today both houses were adjourned till 11 a.m. tomorrow. So let's break down the details in terms of the charges that are coming by the BJP and the defense that we've seen by the Congress and the likes of Sam Pitroda. Now, of course, the BJP has been demanding an apology because they're saying there is a larger pattern at play. This is not the first time that Rahul Gandhi has defamed the country. Now, the BJP is saying that Rahul is defaming India. This is not the first time. If you're so concerned about India, why are you not using the floor of the House to raise these issues? Now, the Congress's defense has been that even the Prime Minister has defamed India on foreign soil. So why is it that when Congress leaders make any comments, it's seen as blasphemy? BJP has also gone on to allege that Rahul has also demoralized the army. So they've in fact gone on to say that the Congress does everything which is not as far as containing the sovereignty or democratic principles of the country are concerned. The Congress's defense has been that the BJP is only creating a ruckus, and all of this is a diversionary tactic because the BJP does not want to talk about issues like the Adani controversy, where remember the opposition has been demanding a JPC. The BJP has also gone on to say that this is a pattern, as I pointed out, of criticizing democracy, and more importantly, why is Rahul Gandhi asking for foreign intervention for an internal issue? The Congress has gone on to say, and this is what we've heard from people like Shashi Tharoor. Today we've heard something similar from Rahul Gandhi's aide Sam Pitroda, that Rahul in fact has said nothing wrong. They're saying what the BJP is claiming and what Rahul Gandhi actually said, there is a huge difference in that. The BJP is also charging that insulting Parliament abroad. Why is Rahul Gandhi indulging in a pattern like this? The Congress's defense has been that Rahul Gandhi in fact has never asked for any foreign intervention. He's only stated facts as far as the functioning of India, which is a democracy. BJP has also gone on to charge and saying that he's messed up with the sovereignty and thus he must apologize. The Congress is very clear there will be no apology because they feel that democracy is a matter of international importance. Before we bring in our colleagues and guests, let's listen in to some political reactions.
माननीय सदस्य देश के बाहर जाके एक अपने पार्लियामेंट के बारे में ऐसे उल्टे सीधे बयान करे, इस बात की निंदा भी करनी पड़ेगी और उन्होंने यहाँ पे आके माफी मांगनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि पार्लियामेंट में कभी भी माइक्स को ऑफ नहीं किया गया.
I don't believe that Rahul Gandhi has said anything that requires an apology. If you look at his statements carefully, and he made 3 or 4 different appearances in the UK, in every one of them he consistently expressed concern, and at the same time he also said, this is our problem, we will deal with it, but you need to be aware of it because Indian democracy is a global public good.
One after another, Cambridge lies to London, Cambridge cry to London lies, exposes Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the foreign soil, but nobody gives Rahul Gandhi the right to tarnish the image of India, spread lies about India, and spoil the image of the parliament. He should come back and apologize. I think for Congress party, parliament has no relevance and importance. It seems like, and that is why they are spreading lies, misinformation. You know, when the parliament is on, where is Rahul Gandhi? Where is Rahul Gandhi? You don't know.
सरकार खुद नहीं चलाना चाहते हैं हाउस. कल ऐसा नज़ारा कभी देखा है कि सरकार के मंत्रीगण, सरकार के सारे एमपी गण सब मतलब सदन को ठप करने के लिए किस तरीके से हंगामा किए हैं. क्यों माफी मांगेंगे राहुल जी? क्या किया गुना की माफी मांगना है? माफी तो इन लोगों को मांगना चाहिए.
Let's also now bring in our colleague and senior editor Pallavi Ghosh, who's been keeping a close eye on those developments. So Pallavi, the point that the BJP is making that when you do have the floor of the House, the Congress doesn't want to use it. You only want to defame India on foreign soil. Their demand for an apology is not going anywhere. Day 2 also ended with fireworks. It was adjourned till 11 a.m. tomorrow. What is the Congress's position?
See, the Congress's position is that what Rahul Gandhi has been saying is something which he said over here. And second thing is there's evidence. You know, mics are switched off and also cameras don't focus. And all that the opposition has been asking for is for a short duration debate and discussion on the Adani issue. And the government is using Rahul Gandhi's comments in UK as a diversionary tactic rather than dealing with the core issue. Also, the second thing is that we do expect Rahul Gandhi, for example, to be back in Parliament tomorrow. And I think, and the Congress has made it very clear that come what may, there's going to be no apology coming in from him because he did not say anything wrong. And also, when the Prime Minister himself would go abroad, often he would attack the previous government or the UPA government. Why hasn't the Prime Minister apologized if he expects that Rahul Gandhi would?
Pallavi, quickly also, as far as what the Congress's defense has been, that he's never asked for foreign intervention. But if you go back to the comment of Rahul Gandhi, and I'm quoting from what he said, that the United States and EU not doing enough to restore democracy in India. So how is the Congress claiming that he didn't ask for any foreign intervention?
Well, I mean, you know, they actually put out a clip from his interaction at the British Parliament to claim that, you know, he hadn't even said it. But as you're pointing out, and you're right, at the press conference, he did make that comment. So as far as the Congress is concerned, blind eye totally to what Rahul Gandhi has said at the press conference, still maintaining the line that nowhere has he asked for a third-party intervention.
Okay, Pallavi, we leave the conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. Let's also now bring in our guest to take this conversation forward. We have Rajiv Pandey, the spokesperson of the BJP. We also have Dolly Sharma, the spokesperson of the Congress party. Good to have both of you on the broadcast with us. Dolly Sharma, I'd like to begin the conversation with you. Second day in a row, the BJP continues with its demand that an apology is needed because this is not the first time that Rahul Gandhi has defamed India on foreign soil. So the point that the BJP is making is this. One, what is the need to indulge in a narrative like this on foreign soil? Two, why is the Congress not using the floor of the House when the opportunity is made available?
Pallavi, the first person who should be apologizing today to make such comments on the foreign soil is the Prime Minister of this country. He has made several, not only once, I don't know how many times in Europe, in China, in Seoul, in many countries, many parts of the world, he has made such statements for India. So I think who should be apologizing today is the Prime Minister of this country, because he should set an example. And also, today, the party who is not allowing the parliament to function is the ruling party, is the Bharatiya Janata Party. Their ministers are not allowing opposition to speak. You must have seen Kharge ji speaking yesterday. The ministers from the other side were not allowing Kharge ji to speak, to discuss. So this is how you think the democracy should function? The parliament should function? No, this is not the right way. Because when they do everything on the foreign soil, it should be, considered as right.
So Dolly Sharma, I'm trying to understand what is the priority of the Congress. The priority of the Congress is try to get its concerns allayed as far as the functioning of a democracy is concerned, or is it just to do what they believe the BJP has done in the past? But let's bring Rajiv Pandey also in the conversation. One second, let me just bring Rajiv also in the conversation. Now, Rajiv, the Congress has been saying, and we saw the fireworks that started yesterday. We saw them, being replicated today as well. Houses were adjourned. No real work happened. Now, the Congress is saying that the BJP is only holding on to these comments of Rahul Gandhi because they don't want the real issues to be discussed. They're saying, what happened to the JPC that we've been demanding as far as the Adani controversy is concerned? Why is the BJP not having these conversations?
Ma'am, as far as Adani controversy is concerned, Honorable Supreme Court of India has already constituted a committee. That committee may be looking, SEBI is investigating. Let's not mix the issue. Right now, what we are discussing, ma'am, the issue is Rahul Gandhi has done something which is very dangerous for the country. Anybody can go to any other place and talk about Indian things. That's not a problem. But what he has said, he can even talk about the Indian democracy. What is the situation?
Sure.
He has asked interference of other governments, or whether it is a USA or UK. That is first point. And second point, which is more dangerous, Ridhimaji, in the statement he is saying, I have got a Sikh gentleman sitting here. He's from the Sikh religion. We have got Muslim in India, Christian in India, different languages in India. They are in all Indian. Mr. Narendra Modi says he is not. These two aspects I am asking. When Mr. Narendra Modi, our Honorable Prime Minister, has said so, that is first. And second point, just 1 second. And second point, when Honorable Prime Minister or any other BJP leader has gone outside India and asked foreign government, you help me.
So Dolly Sharma, the point that the BJP is making, you are in your rights as far as the opposition is concerned to criticize the government. You should question policies, you should question decisions. One, why should all of this happen on foreign soil? Even if it's happening on foreign soil, why should you ask for foreign intervention for what is essentially an internal matter? And before you say that Rahul Gandhi has never asked for foreign intervention, I'm quoting from what was said in the press conference, United States and the EU not doing enough to restore democracy in India. What is the messaging that is being sent out to the world?
Madam, Rahul Gandhi ji has clearly said that we are the biggest democracy and we will deal our problems on our own. He said this clearly also in the same press conference. I think you must show that as well. And if the fellow panelist saying that Prime Minister's never stated, I want to show a video, or you can just, hear the clip, which I'm having here, which he said. ये
राजनेताओं पर कुछ ही समय में आरोप लग जाते हैं.
This is California in 2015.
इसने 50 करोड़ बनाया.
That you come and help us.
Okay.
Dethrone Congress party. That's
so
the
Dolly
point.
Sharma, I'm just going back. That's what I'm saying. The question that the BJP is asking today is that nobody really has an issue as far as questioning the policies or decision is concerned. That's your right as far as the opposition is concerned, and that's how a democracy should function. But should it be done at the cost of asking for foreign intervention? Because what Rahul Gandhi said in the press conference and what Congress today is saying that he never said it seems to be two completely different things.
See, we wanted to discuss on Adani issue. We are demanding JPC. Why they are running away from the fact? Why they are protecting Adani?
No, so that's what I'm saying. No, Dolly Sharma, let's differentiate the two topics. When we were talking about Adani, we had representation from the Congress party as well. Now, if the courts are looking at an issue. We will leave that aside. Talking about the comments that have been made as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, we're not even questioning. This is what the BJP is saying. We're not questioning the content as far as the comments of Rahul Gandhi is concerned. They're only questioning why should a foreign intervention be asked. So does the Congress have its position very clear that why are we asking for foreign intervention? That's all that the BJP is asking.
Rahul Gandhi ji quoted clearly that we are the biggest democracy and we will deal with our problems on our own. This is what he said. Please show that clip also. If you're not showing, then
Rajiv Pandey, the Congress is saying that you're just trying to twist the words of what Rahul Gandhi said. He's never asked for any foreign intervention. He's only listed issues that the Congress feels today is ailing India. And that is okay. That is a right as far as the opposition is concerned.
No, Ridhima ji, this is now widely available that in the press conference, he asked intervention from USA and European Union. Right now, they are trying to, this is the era of recording everything. So now they cannot go back to that. That is one. And second point, what I am trying to say. When Honorable Prime Minister said, so what Rahul Gandhi was peddling lies outside the country. He is saying there is no democracy. And by that democratic means, he became member of parliament. Then why he is member of parliament in Indian parliament? He should resign. If he is saying that there is no democracy, he has won and his party won more than 50 seats. In several states, BJP has lost election. This is very dangerous trend what Rahul Gandhi is doing.
Okay.
And what
so I'm running out of time. Dolly Sharma, I just want to quickly just understand one thing. And this is the question that the BJP has also raised. Once again, Rajiv Pandey, I'm completely running out of time. And Dolly, this is what I'm going to give you the final word. The question that's being raised by the BJP also is that you keep criticizing the BJP, saying that your voices are being stifled. But when an opportunity is given, the Congress doesn't want to use it. Because if you look at as far as the attendance record of Rahul Gandhi is concerned, that will give you the real picture itself. So when an opportunity is given, they're asking where Rahul Gandhi really is.
We have Congress president sitting in the parliament, Rajya Sabha MP Shri Kharge ji. He's ready to discuss. All other parliament members are ready to discuss why BJP is shying away from the fact that we want JP. We want JP not Adani. Why they are shying away? Why they are running away?
Now he has done public attack on India.
Okay.
Is he doing something
now? They want to save Adani. They have 101.
Where is he?
Okay. So I've completely run out of time, but the question is this. It's all okay to have issues and differences as far as the ruling government is concerned, and you should, as your rightful opposition is concerned, you should raise those questions. The only question is, where should these questions be raised? Should this be raised on the floor of the House or on foreign soil? Unfortunately, I will have to leave that conversation there. I'd like to thank our guests. We will keep a close eye on all those developments as the Houses resume work tomorrow at 11 a.m. Shifting our focus to the big story that we're tracking at this hour, trouble continues to mount for former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan because the Islamabad police have now reached Imran Khan's residence in Lahore at Zaman Park. This is as far as the Toshkhana case is concerned, the only case in which the arrest warrant is not suspended. They have fired water cannons to disperse Imran supporters who pelted stones at the police officials. Currently, high drama has gripped Lahore since hours today. This comes as a team of Islamabad police has been deployed since yesterday to comply with the court orders to arrest the PTI chief and the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, who, remember, faces a number of cases in different cities. While the PTI workers and supporters staged a massive rally against Imran Khan's arrest, remember, a district and sessions court in Islamabad restored the former Prime Minister's non-bailable arrest warrant in the Toshkhan case. The Islamabad court had also earlier reserved its verdict on a petition filed by him seeking an exemption from the hearing.
ये तो डिटेल्स आपको मेरे ख्याल से किसी हम बेसिकली जो वारंट्स हैं उनकी तामील करवाने हैं, उन्हें अरेस्ट करने हैं।
आपको केस का नहीं पता कि
ऑफ कोर्स पता है केस का, वो गैर डिटेल्स हम क्यों यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। भाई पहले हो जाने दें, फिर आपको इंशाल्लाह इन्फॉर्म करते रहेंगे साथ साथ।
New updates are also coming in as far as the ongoing drama over the Toshkhana case is concerned against Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan. According to senior PTI leader Fawad Chaudhry is saying Imran Khan's arrest warrant has been challenged in the Toshkhana case in the Islamabad High Court. So there is a possibility of a hearing after some time. We are also understanding Faraz and Barrister Gohar have already reached the Islamabad High Court. Let's also now bring in our colleague Abhishek, who's been keeping a close eye on those developments. Abhishek, before I ask you what the scenes in Lahore look like, what are we hearing as far as Imran Khan's protesters are concerned, give us more details as far as this hearing that now we are hearing could happen in a short while from now.
So we have seen, Anusha, this happening in the last week at least, twice, where Imran Khan, just when in the nick of time, he applied for a bail and he got a relief from the courts from being arrested. But this time, it has been a very strict warning to the officials also that Imran Khan has failed to appear in person on multiple times in past, and now he has to appear in person, and for that he needs to be arrested in Toshkhana case, for which the Islamabad DIG has also gone himself, and he's very much on the ground. So clearly the legal process has taken a very stern view of Imran Khan's absence and sort of negligence in this whole matter, and to have a relief. Will Imran Khan's lawyer be able to get him some sort of legal relief by today evening or late evening? That remains to be seen what course the judiciary will take. But meanwhile, we know that police on the ground has come very well prepared with commandos, anti-riot forces, prison vans, armored vehicles, tear gases, water cannon, and everything. We have seen reports of PTI workers being arrested. There are reports of a scuffle also where PTI workers have apparently pelted stones on police officials. Some video shows that there is a cat and mouse game happening between PTI workers and police officials where they are chasing each other. So clearly a very volatile situation is on ground in Zaman Park, where thousands of PTI workers are trying to resist physically an imminent arrest of Imran Khan.
Abhishek, we'll just request you to stay on with us. Will there be any relief for Imran Khan? We have a reaction coming in from Imran's lawyer. We're also getting a reaction coming in from Imran's sister. Let's listen in.
हमला कर दिया है, पुलिस आंसू गैस शेलिंग चला रही है, रबड़ की गोलियां चला रही है, वाटर कैनन का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, निहत्ते कारकुनान के ऊपर तशद्दुद किया जा रहा है। 25 मई की तारीख को दोबारा रकम किया जा रहा है। इमरान खान की जान को खतरा है, उनकी सिक्योरिटी से मुतल्लिका दरखास्तें हाई कोर्ट्स में पेंडिंग पड़ी हुई हैं। आज 18 तारीख को अदालत में पेश होना है, 14 तारीख को वारंट के ऊपर इंप्लीमेंट करवाने आ गए हैं, जबकि इस वारंट को हमारे वुकला ने इस्लामाबाद में चैलेंज किया हुआ है। ये वारंट मुअत्तल हो जाएंगे, लेकिन लंदन प्लान है, इमरान खान को गिरफ्तार करना है, उसकी जान पर कातिलाना हमला करना है, इमरान खान को इंतखाब में हमला कर दिया है, पुलिस आंसू गैस शेलिंग चला रही है, रबड़ की गोलियां चला रही है, वाटर कैनन का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, निहत्ते कारकुनान के ऊपर तशद्दुद किया जा रहा है। 25 मई की तारीख को दोबारा रकम किया जा रहा है। इमरान खान की जान को खतरा है, उनकी सिक्योरिटी से मुतल्लिका दरखास्तें हाई कोर्ट्स में पेंडिंग पड़ी हुई हैं। आज 18 तारीख को अदालत में पेश होना है, 14 तारीख को वारंट के ऊपर इंप्लीमेंट करवाने आ गए हैं, जबकि इस वारंट को हमारे वुकला ने इस्लामाबाद में चैलेंज किया हुआ है। ये वारंट मुअत्तल हो जाएंगे, लेकिन लंदन प्लान है, इमरान खान को गिरफ्तार करना है, उसकी जान पर कातिलाना।
कल की रैली का रद्द अमल है। ये 19 बरोज इतवार जो हमारी जलसे की दरखास्त है मीनार पाकिस्तान पर, और वो देख रहे हैं जो इस वक्त टेम्परेचर है, पूरे पंजाब से लोग उमड़ आएंगे मीनार पाकिस्तान की तरफ, उसको सबोटाज करने की एक मजमूम कोशिश है। हम समझ रहे हैं, हम ये सब चालें समझ रहे हैं। आपने क्या कहा, मुझे फिर रिपीट कर दें।
आप ये कह रहे हैं कि इस वक्त डीआईजी ऑपरेशंस यहाँ पे मौजूद है, उनका मकसद कानून पे अमल दरामद कराना नहीं है, जो मैं आपकी बात समझी हूँ। आप ये कह रहे हैं कि वो यहाँ पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक केओस की सूरत हाल या लाशें गिराने के लिए मौजूद है।
ये हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, ये हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, और बीबी ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग 8 मार्च को मद्देनजर रख के हमने की है। हम हवा में बात नहीं कर रहे। 8 तारीख को यही कुछ हुआ, 8 तारीख को यही कुछ हुआ, और आपने देखा गिरफ्तारियां हुई, आपने देखा लाठीचार्ज हुआ, आपने देखा आंसू गैस का इस्तेमाल हुआ, आपने देखा वाटर कैनन हुई, आपने देखा खवातीन के कपड़े फाड़े गए, आपने देखा खवातीन पर तशद्दुद हुआ, और आपने देखा जिले शाह का कत्ल हुआ। ठीक, ये हकायक है ना, ये आपके सामने है। उन हकायक की बुनियाद पर अगर मैं इस चीज़ का मुझे खदशा है, तो ये खदशा कोई गैर मामूली नहीं है। करने दे करें। आप तो सुने, आप करें सवाल करें। एक सेकंड, हमने दरखास्त दी है ना, हमने इन राइटिंग डिप्टी कमिश्नर लाहौर को मोहतरमा हमने दरखास्त दी है, ठीक। अगर उन्हें फाइनल के दिन हमारे जलसे पे एतराज़ है तो हमसे रब्ता करें, हमें कब बताएं। अगर वो बताएंगे, अगर कोई माकूल बात करेंगे तो उसका भी हम कोई माकूल रास्ता तलाश करेंगे, ठीक है। हम कोई हठधर्मी पे तुले हुए नहीं हैं, हम कोई ज़िद्दी बच्चों की तरह बिहेव नहीं कर रहे, हम उनको फैसिलिटेट करेंगे। हम बिला वजह, देखिए PSL हो रहा है कसाफी स्टेडियम में, शहर के इस कोने पे है कसाफी स्टेडियम। हमारा जलसा हो रहा है मीनार पाकिस्तान, शहर के दूसरे हिस्से में हो रहा है, ठीक। दो मुख्तलिफ एंड्स पे हो रहा है, रूट मुख्तलिफ हैं और हम उनके PSL में मुखल हरगिज़ नहीं होना चाहते। PSL का टाइम है शाम 7 बजे, ठीक है बीबी, 7 बजे। हम अहमदाबाद जलसा दिन की रोशनी में करना चाह रहे हैं कि PSL के शुरू होने से पहले हमारा जलसा अख्ताम पजीर हो जाए, तो हम तो हर माकूल रास्ता देने को तैयार हैं, ठीक। अगर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन समझती है कि उनके लिए दिक्कत है तो हमसे रब्ता करे, हमें बताए कि इतवार के रोज़ मुश्किलात हैं, हम बैठ के निगोशिएट कर लेते हैं, हम एक रास्ता निकाल लेते हैं, ठीक है। कोई और सवाल ये है, खान क्यों छुपेंगे? एक सेकंड।
शाह महमूद कुरैशी मीडिया से गुफ्तगू कर रहे थे और उन्होंने कहा है कि हो सकता है कि खून खराबे से बचने के लिए।
So there we heard from Shah Mahmood Qureshi, but let's also listen in to a reaction coming in from Imran Khan's sister.
कानून की पासदारी कर रहे हैं, अदालतों में पेश भी हो रहे हैं, तो क्या जरूरत पेश है याद मुझे तो उसका जवाब नहीं है। क्या सूरत हाल है? इमरान खान को गिरफ्तारी करने के लिए पुलिस आई हुई है, हम खड़े हैं यहाँ पे। तो नहीं, सूरत हाल क्या है कि इमरान खान को गिरफ्तार करने के लिए पुलिस आई है, तो गिरफ्तारी के लिए उनको इजाजत देंगे या नहीं? क्योंकि कारकुनान के ऊपर तो पुलिस। इमरान खान भी तैयार हो जाए, हम नहीं इजाजत दे रहे। हम लोग हैं, हमें जरूरत है उसकी, पाकिस्तान को जरूरत है उसकी, हम इन पे एतबार करते हैं। ये तो मारने के लिए फिर रहे हैं उसको, सारे पाकिस्तान को पता है वो मारना चाहते हैं उसे। हम खड़े हैं जान देने के लिए, आगे बात करें। क्या हम शहादत से कौन डरता है? शहादत से डरते हैं? पुलिस नहीं हमें कभी मारेगी, पुलिस हमारी अपनी, हमारे मुहाफिज है, पुलिस भी फौज भी। आप राना सनाउल्लाह से पूछें, उसका आप मुझे बताएं, राना सनाउल्लाह की पहले उसकी तो FIR चेक कोई करे, उसको तो कोई पकड़ नहीं रहा। हाँ, हम यही खड़े हैं, हमारे हमने कहा था हम गुजर के जाएं यहाँ। क्या इलेक्शन मांग रहे हैं इमरान खान सिर्फ इसलिए? उसका गुनाह यही है कि उसने इलेक्शन का मुतालबा किया है, और जो हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट है हर पाकिस्तानी का कि हमें फेयर एंड फ्री इलेक्शन मिले। ये इमरान खान का राइट नहीं है, ये हमारा राइट है, ये अवाम का राइट है, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमें प्रोटेक्ट करती है इस चीज़ पे। और इमरान खान हमारी आवाज़ है, सुने, इमरान खान हमारी आवाज़ है, हमने उसकी हिफाजत करनी है। ये उसको मारना चाहते हैं, हम यही सामने खड़े हुए हैं। हमारे लोग कह रहे हैं टीयर गैस करें, लाठी चार्ज करें, हम इधर खड़े हैं उनके घर के आगे। हमें तो नहीं पता किस चीज़ का 70 FIR है, हमें क्या पता किस FIR के लिए आए। मुझे तो नहीं पता। इमरान खान है। अलीमा साहिबा, 1 मिनट इधर आइएगा, 100 और दे दें, 100।
So there we heard from Imran Khan's sister, a big claim there being made that there is a threat to Imran Khan's life. Imran Khan supporters have taken to the streets. There has been an altercation with the police as well. This is a big developing story. We'll keep tracking those details. But for now, we're slipping into a very short break.
from the military establishment. Things have changed drastically for Imran Khan. I'll come back to you, Patikrit. Allow me a moment. There's a reaction coming in from Syed Shehbaz Nadeem Bukhari, who's the DIG Operations Islamabad. Let's listen.
नहीं, इल्जाम क्या है इमरान खान के ऊपर जिसको आप
ये तो डिटेल्स आपको मेरे ख्याल से किसी हम बेसिकली जो वारंट्स हैं उनकी तामील करवाने हैं, उन्हें अरेस्ट करना है।
आपको केस का नहीं पता?
ऑफ कोर्स पता है केस का। वो गैर डिटेल्स हम क्यों यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं।
तो बारी साहब गिरफ्तार करके कहाँ पे ले जाएंगे? इस्लामाबाद? कहाँ पे, डयाला में रखेंगे या फिलहाल किसी कोर्ट में पेश करेंगे?
भाई पहले हो जाने दें, फिर आपको इंशाल्लाह इन्फॉर्म करते रहेंगे साथ साथ।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Well, that's the word coming in from the top officer, the DIG Operations Islamabad, and he's saying that once the summons are served, once an arrest is done, then we'll tell you more about the case per se. I want to cut across back to Patikrit, who's with us on the broadcast. Patikrit, we were talking about the change of events, the change of things that have happened for Imran Khan, and it's been quite drastic, a complete 360.
Yeah, what I understand is that, Imran Khan being a cricket player at one point of time, he thought the moment that he became the prime minister, like being the world champion, he thought that he's the numero. That's not the way Pakistan politics works. I think he forgot somewhere that his, elevation to the post of the prime minister was entirely because of the blessing of the army. He started taking on the army. He had a huge tiff with the deep state because of, Faiz Hamid being replaced with another person as a DG ISI, and that's where the tug of war started. He actually messed up on a lot of foreign policy issues as well. Over a period of time, I think army got completely frustrated with what he was doing, and eventually, I think there was also pressure from the United States, possibly. A combination of several factors together made it very clear that even though he was an outlier and he actually served the purpose of army for some time quite a bit, but then the army probably realized that they are better off with the established political parties, however corrupt they might be. So eventually there was a change of guard that was created. Imran Khan's habit of presuming that he is the one who can change everything in Pakistan, that he is the supreme leader, that nobody can actually defeat him, that he is invincible, actually cost him dearly, and this is where he has been reduced to. I think, but Imran Khan is actually, sorry to say this, but he has this instinct of a cockroach to survive from the Jurassic age till today. So he has capitalized on the situation right now because of the political, economic situation which is imploding. Imran Khan might still again win the election, possibly because he would again bluff the people of Pakistan by giving another, halo of a Naya Pakistan that he would create. But reality is that he doesn't have any plan. In fact, nobody has any plan about Pakistan. So he might ride this wave of popularity that he has, partly because of his personality and also because of the discontent that people have against the establishment and also against the deep state as well, against whom they have started talking right now. But
there are reports that high drama is happening in Lahore as Imran Khan faces an imminent arrest. The Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve the summon notice to Mr. Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. It's the big piece of breaking news coming in from the neighbouring country of Pakistan. High drama in Lahore as Imran Khan faces imminent arrest. There were summons and warrants that were earlier issued, and now Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve summon notice to Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. Imran Khan has been embroiled in a lot of series of confrontations with the Pakistani civilian government, also Pakistani army. There are various sanctions that he's facing from within, various marches that he conducted, you remember. And there was also a sort of attack that had happened on him very recently when he was carrying out a march in various parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And right now there is a high voltage drama that has erupted in Lahore. Imran Khan, who was earlier at the helm of affairs leading the country, right now faces a very strong opposition from the civilian government, and also he's not been in good terms with the military establishment. Abhishek with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, tell us more about what's happening.
Heating up, senior police officials are reaching at the venue, Zaman Park, where thousands of PTI supporters are here out sort of Imran Khan's house, and they are not letting the execution of arrest order of Imran Khan happen. In fact, there is a chaos, and it looks like the situation can go beyond the control of police officials, and this is why police have now issued a notification which says that any person who will obstruct legal process will be slapped with sedition charges. So There have been multiple attempts in the past week only where Imran Khan was to be arrested, but either legal relief were given to Imran Khan or police officials did not attempt to Imran Khan because of the current situation on the ground. But now it looks like the legal options are ending and running out of Imran Khan's, reason, and now police officials are there. Islamabad police senior officials, DIG officials are there, and Imran Khan might be arrested today itself. And if it happens, then major political turmoil will start happening in Pakistan, because Imran Khan has huge following across Pakistan, especially after an assassination attempt was made on him. There has been a lot of sympathy wave going in favor of Imran Khan. So how does current government will be dealing with that? That will be a major challenge in case Imran Khan is arrested by today evening.
I want to cut across to Pathikrit as well, who's joining us on the broadcast. He's a geopolitical analyst. He'll give us more perspective. Pathikrit, what's the fate of Imran Khan? We have seen what has happened in the last few months, the assassination attempt that was made on him, the kind of series of confrontation that he has been, whether it's the military establishment or the civilian government. What's in fate for him if we look at the recent political history of Pakistan?
Well, it's a game of cat and mouse going on. A couple of times in the past, also recent past, there were summons and warrants against him, and somehow he got bailed out. One of the times he actually jumped out and, ran into a neighbor's house and escaped while asking his protesters to actually face the wrath of the police. So literally, whatever is happening right now, I think it's not possible for all these things to go through unless there is a clear-cut order and, blessing from the deep state of Pakistan, which is the army and the ISI. I think that, the tug of war that was going on for quite some time between Imran Khan and General Bajwa, it has now taking a new shape altogether. Imran Khan thinks that army wants to, bump him off. And also at the same time, I think, the establishment, I don't know what Shahbaz Sharif government would achieve by it, because in any case, Imran Khan create a massive uprising in the election.
One wonders if a recent look at the history in the last couple of years of Pakistan, what changed so drastically from being the poster boy and the hero for Pakistani army to be the civilian face, some kind of Naya Pakistan narrative that was propelled by his party and him per se, with some kind of, backing from the military establishment. Things have changed drastically for Imran Khan. I'll come back to you, Pathikrit. Allow me a moment. There's a reaction coming in from Syed Shehbaz Nadeem Bukhari, who's the DIG.
Welcome back. Thanks a lot for staying with us. Now, the Uttar Pradesh government has sparked a controversy by announcing to hold Akhand Ramayana lessons during Navratri. Now, this will also include the conduct of recitation of Ramcharitmanas on the occasion of Ram Navami. The government has now instructed all district magistrates and commissioners to organize Akhand Ramayana Path on Ashtami as well as Navami across identified temples in all districts. Following which, the Samajwadi Party has now slammed the Yogi government over its decision and has asked why the government is organizing the event at the government's expense, as its own expense. Shouldn't these funds be used for other issues? That's the question that's being raised by the Samajwadi Party. Let's also now bring in our Uttar Pradesh Bureau Chief and colleague Pranshu, who's been keeping a close eye on those developments. So Pranshu, already a political war of words has erupted. The Samajwadi Party is asking that why should these funds be used for the recitation or the organization of these parts? What is the rationale that is being given by the state government?
Yes, so see, the Chaitra Navratri begins from March 22nd and ends with Ram Navami on March 30th, and this entire 7 or 8 days of span. For that, the government has issued the clear instructions. The biggest highlight, of course, being the continuous recitation of the Ramcharitmanas. Now, it's the same Manas that has been under a lot of controversy, and we have seen that how a section of OBC leaders of the Samajwadi Party were raising fingers on it, and then we also saw that how after the initial round of silence, it was Yogi Adityanath who, batted for the entire BJP and teared apart the opposition's, assertion on this issue on the floor of Vidhan Sabha. Now it seems that Yogi government clearly wants to further play out on the name of Lord Ram, on the identity of Hindutva, and it clearly feels that it will actually help them further cement the various caste identities within the Hindu religion. Now, the Samajwadi Party's response had been a bit surprising, and I think it gives you a sense that there is a lot of heartburn among the Samajwadi Party leaders. They were not anticipating that BJP or Yogi Adityanath would, turn the table in this way, or will blow the lid in the opposition's face in this manner, and therefore instead of, being very aggressive in countering the BJP, what Akhilesh Yadav is saying is that 1 lakh rupees is not enough. You should give 10 crore rupees, to which BJP immediately came out and saying that, it is nothing but nonsense, because Samajwadi Party during their government did absolutely nothing for such events. They even, didn't bother to look towards Ayodhya or Kashi. So I think this argument of giving 10 crores should be seen as a, heartburn response of the Samajwadi Party.
As you rightly pointed out, Pranshu, I'm also looking at the tweet that was put out by Akhilesh Yadav. This is exactly what he is saying. So they're also making the position clear that we don't have a problem as far as the organization of these paths are concerned, but we're only questioning the amount of money that is being used. But the point that the Samajwadi Party is also making, and this is not anything new, that again this will be seen as a push for only one particular religion. How is the BJP countering this criticism?
Yes, that's right. See, in fact, it's very obvious. It's not just the question of Astha. It's also a clear politics which is driving BJP into this decision. And the proof is that this is for the first time that we are seeing this sort of announcement coming in from the Yogi government. He has been the chief minister for past 6 years. And now this decision, immediately in the backdrop of the Ramcharitmanas controversy, the explanation or the clarification which has come in from the government. In fact, Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Maurya did speak to journalists here in Lucknow, and he said that, there's nothing wrong in these sort of practices, sanctioning money. We should not see politics into it. And Uttar Pradesh is the land of Lord Ram. And therefore, if something is being done even for the first time of this nature, it should be welcomed. So BJP is denying politics apparently, but we all know that Astha and politics both are going hand in hand as far as the BJP is concerned.
Pranshu, we leave the conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. Let's also now bring in our guest to take this conversation forward. From the spokesperson of the BJP as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, we have Sharad Trivedi joining us on the broadcast. Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Vivek Silas, is also joining us. Sharad Trivedi, I'd like to begin the conversation with you. Why did the UP government feel the need to come forward with an announcement like this?
Ramnavami is a big festival in Uttar Pradesh because Lord Ram himself was from Uttar Pradesh. And the other thing is that these kind of programs are being run by the government on a regular basis. We have had the Kumbh Mela on a regular basis. So every 4 years we have got Kumbh Mela. Then we have got all kinds of festivals. Like for Christmas, we celebrate Mass. For Ramzan, we have to accommodate the people who cannot be accommodated in the inside the mosque. The arrangement is made outside the mosque, proper security, food and the water, everything is provided there. And so it is being done for Ramcharitmanas. What is anybody's problem? We have had Hajj house, we have had Hajj terminal, Hajj subsidy, we had iftar parties. There is no problem with that, and we are all happy with it. Not a single.
No, while the BJP is saying that they're doing this for every other religion and festival as well. The question that is being raised by the Samajwadi Party is that why are government funds being used for organization of events like these? Should not they be used for other issues?
See, no minister is given his dowry for Hajj house. It is the government funds which have been used. Hajj terminal has been made from government funds. The Hajj subsidy is given from government funds. Saifai Mahotsav was organized on a government basis. What was the problem? Nobody had any problem. Not a single Muslim is opposing it. It is the so-called secular parties who already know that they are in the dumps. They have come out with this idea that secularism will be hurt and we should take care of every community.
So Vivek, how do you respond to the counter that's coming in from the BJP that when this is done for Christmas or when it's done for other festivals, we don't see the Samajwadi Party up in arms? One second, Sharad, I'll just come back to you. Vivek, how do you respond to the counter that's coming in from the BJP that when it's done for Christmas and other festivals, we don't see the Samajwadi Party up in arms? So why is anybody having an issue when this is being done for Navratri?
Yes, very good evening to you, ma'am. First of all, I think you should get your facts correct. We have never objected to this and no one is opposing the initiative that has been taken by the Uttar Pradesh government, first of all. We welcome the initiative taken by the Uttar Pradesh government. Let me be very, very clear. But giving just 1 lakh rupees per district is absolutely unjustified. It is just like a formality or you are making a fun of the festival. That is very, very clear. There are 25 to 40 blocks in each district and each block has around 50 villages. The amount of 1 lakh has no relevance at all. We demand, if you are celebrating Navnami, yes, we welcome it. But at least you should be giving 10 crore rupees per district. Because At an average,
okay,
we have 30 lakh
okay,
people
so I
in
heard
the
the point
district.
that you're making.
And what
One,
will
my
one-
facts were correct. The opposition has raised concerns as far as the use of funds is concerned. But even if I take the point that you're making now, which is that you're questioning this 1 lakh rupees, you feel that amount should be increased to a few crores, almost 10 crores. So the question is, when the
yeah.
Samajwadi Party was in power, what did they do?
Yeah, as far as the Samajwadi Party was, when we were in power, we were with everyone. We are still with every religion on the land. We are with everyone, and we worked for everyone. Like when we were giving laptops, it was not discriminated. It was given to everyone, every child who passed class 10th or class 12th. But the Bharatiya Janata Party, as promised, should take an initiative of giving free cylinders of LPG. Why don't they start? This is the best. This is the best time to start it. Let it begin right now at Ram Navami. What bigger occasion can? Because they had promised, even in Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh. They
So
had
the
promised
point,
that we will
okay,
be
so I get
giving
the point
free
that you're
cylinders
making,
on
Sharat
Holi
Trivedi. The
and-
point the Samajwadi Party is making, that once again this is being seen as a push for one particular religion, because Astha and politics go hand in hand, is the belief as far as the Samajwadi Party is concerned. They're also questioning as far as unfulfilled promise of the government. So they're saying, if you really care about the people, why don't you first begin by completing those promises? And Ram Navami is an auspicious occasion.
Well, I don't think every promise that they had given at the time of election, they had fulfilled before making the Hajj house in Ghaziabad. And the other thing that I agree with him, that we should have allocated more funds. But then why were not the funds used only in for Ghaziabad, the Hajj house which was made in Ghaziabad, why was it not made in every district in Uttar Pradesh? The issue is that we have made an initiative. For the first time, a non-secular religion is being held.
Okay.
When secular religions, we have got Buddha circuit, we have got organizing Buddha festivals in eastern Uttar Pradesh.
So the BJP
which
is
covers all
saying
the
that
areas
how come none of
what
this
Buddha
noise
had,
is made when
kept or
any
had
other
moved
fund
there.
is distributed for any other festival or religion? How come only Hindu festivals and events are coming under attack as far as the Samajwadi Party and the opposition is concerned? This is a developing story. Political war of words continues. Unfortunately, I've completely run out of time. I'd like to thank our guests. We're slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with lots more.
Cost him dearly, and this is where he has been reduced to. I think, but Imran Khan is actually, sorry to say this, but he has this instinct of a cockroach to survive from the Jurassic age till today. So he has capitalized on the situation right now because of the political, economic situation which is imploding. Imran Khan might still again win the election, possibly because he would again bluff the people of Pakistan by giving another, halo of a Naya Pakistan that he would create. But reality is that he doesn't have any plan. In fact, nobody has any plan about Pakistan. So he might ride this wave of popularity that he has, partly because of his personality and also because of the discontent that people have against the establishment and also against the deep state as well, against which they have started talking right now. But
there are reports that high drama is happening in Lahore as Imran Khan faces an imminent arrest. The Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve the summon notice to Mr. Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. It's the big piece of breaking news coming in from the neighbouring country of Pakistan. High drama in Lahore as Imran Khan faces imminent arrest. There were summons and warrants that were earlier issued, and now Islamabad police is at Zaman Park to serve summon notice to Imran Khan. That's the word coming in. Imran Khan has been embroiled in a lot of series of confrontations with the Pakistani civilian government, also Pakistani army. There are various sanctions that he's facing from within, various marches that he conducted, you remember. And there was also a sort of attack that had happened on him very recently when he was carrying out a march in various parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And right now there is a high voltage drama that has erupted in Lahore. Imran Khan, who was earlier at the helm of affairs leading the country, right now faces a very strong opposition from the civilian government, and also he's not been in good terms with the military establishment. Abhishek with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, tell us more about what's happening.
Heating up. Senior police officials are reaching at the venue, Zaman Park, where thousands of PTI supporters are here out sort of Imran Khan's house, and they are not letting the execution of arrest order of Imran Khan happen. In fact, there is a chaos, and it looks like the situation can go beyond the control of police officials, and this is why police have now issued a notification which says that any person who will obstruct legal process will be slapped with sedition charges. So there have been multiple attempts in the past week only where Imran Khan was to be arrested, but either legal relief were given to Imran Khan or police officials did not attempt to Imran Khan because of the current situation on the ground. But now it looks like the legal options are ending and running out of Imran Khan's, reason. And now police officials are there. Islamabad police senior officials, DIG officials are there. And Imran Khan might be arrested today itself. And if it happens, then major political turmoil will start happening in Pakistan, because Imran Khan has huge following across Pakistan, especially after an assassination attempt was made against on him. There has been a lot of sympathy wave going in favor of Imran Khan. So how does current government will be dealing with that? That will be a major challenge in case Imran Khan is arrested by today evening.
I want to cut across to Pathikrit as well, who's joining us on the broadcast. He's a geopolitical analyst. He'll give us more perspective. Pathikrit, what's the fate of Imran Khan? We have seen what has happened in the last few months, the assassination attempt that was made on him, the kind of series of confrontation that he has been, whether it's the military establishment or the civilian government. What's in fate for him if we look at the recent political history of Pakistan?
Well, it's a game of cat and mouse going on. A couple of times in the past, also recent past, there were summons and warrants against him, and somehow he got bailed out. One of the times he actually jumped out and, ran into a neighbor's house and escaped while asking his protesters to actually face the wrath of the police. So literally, whatever is happening right now, I think it's not possible for all these things to go through unless there is a clear-cut order and, blessing from the deep state of Pakistan, which is the army and the ISI. I think that, the tug of war that was going on for quite some time between Imran Khan and General Bajwa, it has now taking a new shape altogether. Imran Khan thinks that army wants to, bump him off. And also at the same time, I think, the establishment, I don't know what Shahbaz Sharif government would achieve by it, because in any case, Imran Khan create a massive uprising.
One wonders if a recent look at the history in the last couple of years of Pakistan, what changed so drastically from being the poster boy and the hero for Pakistani army to be the civilian face, some kind of Naya Pakistan narrative that was propelled by his party and him per se, with some kind of, backing from the military establishment. Things have changed drastically for Imran Khan. I'll come back to you, Pathikrit. Allow me a moment. There's a reaction coming in from Syed Shehbaz Nadeem Bukhari, who's the DIG Operations Islamabad. Let's listen.
नहीं, इल्जाम क्या है इमरान खान के ऊपर जिसको आप
ये तो डिटेल्स आपको मेरे ख्याल से किसी हम बेसिकली जो वारंट्स हैं उनकी तामील करवाने हैं, उन्हें अरेस्ट करना है।
आपको केस का नहीं पता?
ऑफ कोर्स पता है केस का, वो एक्चुअली डिटेल्स हम क्यों यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं।
तो भाई साहब गिरफ्तार करके कहाँ पे ले जाएंगे? इस्लामाबाद, कहाँ पे डयाला में रखेंगे या फिलहाल किसी कोर्ट में पेश करेंगे?
भाई पहले हो जाने दें, फिर आपको इंशाल्लाह इन्फॉर्म करते रहेंगे साथ साथ।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Well, that's the word coming in from the top officer, the DIG Operations Islamabad, and he's saying that once the summons are served, once an arrest is done, then we'll tell you more about the case per se. I want to cut across back to Pathikrit, who's with us on the broadcast. Pathikrit, we were talking about the change of events, the change of things that have happened for Imran Khan, and it's been quite drastic, a complete 360.
Yeah, what I understand is that, Imran Khan being a cricket player at one point of time, he thought the moment that he became the prime minister, like being the world champion, he thought that he is the numero. That's not the way Pakistan politics works. I think he forgot somewhere that his, elevation to the post of the prime minister was entirely because of the blessing of the army. He started taking on the army. He had a huge tiff with the deep state because of, Faiz Hamid being replaced with another person as a DG ISI, and that's where the tug of war started. He actually messed up on a lot of foreign policy issues as well. Over a period of time, I think army got completely frustrated with what he was doing, and eventually, I think there was also pressure from the United States, possibly a combination of several factors together made it very clear that even though he was an outlier and he actually served the purpose of army for some time quite a bit, but then the army probably realized that they are better off with the established political parties, however corrupt they might be. So eventually there was a change of guard that was created. Imran Khan's habit of presuming that he is the one who can change everything in Pakistan, that he is the
Welcome back. Thanks a lot for staying with us. We want to now talk about the big international story after the United States reported its second largest bank failure in its history with the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. United States President Joe Biden has guaranteed the banking system in America remains resilient. He's also emphasized that Americans should have faith in the U.S. banking system. He's also gone on to say that he wants tougher regulations to prevent future crises like the one we witnessed in 2008. Biden then added that the government is ensuring that Silicon Valley Bank depositors get their money back and no losses will be borne by the taxpayers. The remarks come after the collapse triggered panic among investors of the Silicon Valley Bank, which suffered a loss of over $80 billion. So what really is the impact as far as India is concerned, and what will be the strategy for startups now, considering the Silicon Valley Bank dealt with startups to try and mitigate this risk? I have with me Nitish Mittersain, who is the CEO of Nazara Technologies. This is one startup which in fact has deposits and exposure as far as the Silicon Valley Bank is concerned. Nitish, we appreciate you taking out the time and joining us here on CNN News 18. The biggest concern, of course, is what the impact on India will be like. Do you want to first begin by explaining to our viewers what is your exposure and what are the kind of deposits that you have in Silicon Valley Bank?
Yes, the two subsidiaries of Nazara have 64 crore, $7.75 million exposure to SVB currently. Both the subsidiaries have been well capitalized otherwise, so they have a profitable business. So business is not impacted, but obviously we are eager to see that the money comes back as soon as possible.
Yeah, as you rightly pointed out, that there has been a sense of reassurance that has been given by the US President himself, who's made it clear that depositors' money will not be stuck. You will have access, because from this week onwards, depositors will have access to that money that is stuck. Is that reassuring at this point?
Yeah, no, I think it was great news yesterday when it was announced that all depositors will be protected to the entire extent of the amount that was deposited. So I think that was great news, because earlier to that, over the weekend, we were quite worried about how much money we would recover and when it would recover. Now the sight of recovering all the money seems a lot better and hopefully much earlier. So we've been checking even yesterday night, right? Are we able to access some funds? We haven't been able to yet. We are very hopeful that we may be able to do it today or this week. The fluid situation, so we're just waiting till we're actually able to kind of access our money again.
Okay, so you're saying till now you've not been able to access, but the hope is that through this week you will have access. Nitish, I want to talk to you specifically the concerns for the startup industry today. The biggest concern is because there is already a startup winter. How will startups now raise funds? Is that a concern for you as well?
I think from a startup perspective, right, there are two aspects to really look at. One is day-to-day functioning of startups who have money stuck at SVB. And if SVB takes some, let's say the entire amount is protected, but it takes some longer period to kind of, give access to this money, then a lot of startups who are living, having payments to do every day may start facing issues. So I think that is one problem, that the money needs to come back much faster. There is a funding winter going on. And for startups, this is a big issue, because if they're not able to raise capital because of this negative sentiment, their growth plans will get impacted.
Yeah. So as you're saying, there is already a startup funding winter, and if crises like these stay on for a longer period of time, that will be a huge concern for startups. The immediate challenges as far as the deposits that are stuck for the Silicon Valley Bank are also that there is no buyer. Also, these deposits are uninsured. Is that still a concern, that even though you've been promised access, but these concerns still remain?
Clearly said that they are protecting the deposits. So now whether it's through the form of a buyer or the government backstopping it or whatever vehicle they are doing to kind of secure this, I think that is much lesser of a worry now. I think the big worry is how soon do they get the money back. I think it's not also anymore a worry about 250K or more.
Yeah.
Because the government has said they will ensure all of it. It's not how fast money can get back to the hands of the startups.
Nitish, I also want to understand from you, what has been the learning for startups like yours when you see a crisis like this? How do you prepare yourself to mitigate a crisis in the future?
Most startups were banking with SVB as a tech banker. And, one of the things for even Indian startups was that SVB was a lot much faster and much easier on-ramping and onboarding of, customers outside the country, which is why a lot of the Indian startups had accounts only in SVB. After this experience, I'm sure startups will be very mindful to kind of distribute their money so that they do not get into this kind of a situation. And they definitely must do that.
Right. So you're saying the focus will also now be to not just focus on one bank, but try and keep these deposits in different banks. Nitish, lastly, before I let you go, many are also wondering, was a collapse like this not foreseen by anyone? Were there any signs, or was it completely, has it taken everybody by surprise?
Yeah, I think the reality, at least for companies like ourselves and startups in India, I would say is, while we are banking in SVB in the US, and that is also through some subsidiaries of ours, may not really have the exact nuance of what's happening on ground in the banking world.
Yeah, so many lessons there for startups, hoping that depositors can have access to their money. Nitish, appreciate you joining us here on CNN News 18. With that, completely out of time, news continues here on CNN News 18.
Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. Rahul Gandhi's UK speeches continue to rock Indian Parliament. Both the houses of Parliament were adjourned today over uproar over Rahul's comments. The BJP is standing firm on a demand for an apology from the Gandhi scion for insulting India abroad.